This is the time and energy audit every single creative needs. I'm going to show you how to audit your time and your energy like a CEO. Let's do it. So there are two big questions that we need to ask. What in the business right now is giving you energy versus what is taking your energy? What's draining your energy right now in the business? Then we need to ask the question, what is making you money and what is costing you money? What's taking money out from your bank account? So those are the big questions. So I want to walk you through this framework. This is a really simple quadrant that is going to help you to identify, okay, where should I be investing most of my time? Where should I be maybe getting rid of things or delegating things? What does that actually look like? And so I want you to do this with me, and I want you to think about your business. I want you to think about maybe in the last month. And I want you to be really honest with yourself here. And because this is your audit, right? So what gives you energy and what makes you money may be different to someone else. And that's totally fine. But we want you to have your audit. We want you to know what really is going to give you energy, make you more money. Because ultimately, we want you in the energy givers and the money makers, okay? So what gives you more energy and makes you more money? So I want you to think about the last month. How are you spending your time? What really lit you up? What was like, oh, I loved doing that, or I felt like really satisfied or accomplished when I finished that, or I was proud when I did that. I want you to think about what gave you energy, but also what made you money, okay? So what were the things that maybe you did an amazing pitch and you were like, man, I really felt energized by that. I really felt like I landed the client that I really wanted and it really energized me, okay? So more energy, more money. An example for this would be maybe you worked on an amazing project, or you got clients sign off on an amazing project, or maybe you did a sales call and you're like, man, I love doing sales calls because I make the money, I get the dream clients and I love it. So whatever that looks like for you, I want you to just scribble it down on a piece of paper. Just draw this, scribble it down, whatever those things are for you. Then we move into, okay, what gives me energy but doesn't necessarily make me money? So an example of this would be, I got to go on my mental health walk. I got to get my steps in. It doesn't necessarily make me money, but it gives me more energy. I've got to go to the gym. I've got to hang out with my friends, or I've got to go on a date night. Whatever it is that maybe it doesn't necessarily make you money in a tangible way, but it gives you more energy and therefore it's still valuable for you to do. So think about, again, the past month. What did you do that gave you energy, that lit you up, that kind of made you feel like, I feel like a human again. I feel good. What was that for you? Even if it didn't make you money, we're going to put it in this quadrant over here. So it gave you energy, didn't necessarily make you money. All right? So that's above the line here. We've got the things that give you more energy in the business. The things that gave you energy and made you money. For me, when I do events, I'm like, oh, I love doing events, and yes, they make me money. Another example would be, okay, cool. I know that when I go and do Pilates, it doesn't make me money, but it does give me more energy. All right? So that's above the line here. What are the things that give you energy? Now let's think about below the line. What are the things that in the business, again, we're thinking about the last month, what are the things that made you money this month, but they felt a little draining? Maybe they didn't give you energy. Maybe there was a client project that you're like, it made me money, but being in revision hell for a month was not my favorite. Or maybe you're like, there's a particular client I'm working with, they're making me money, but I know long-term I don't want to be doing these projects. I don't really love it. So we're thinking about what's making me money. It's good for the business, but I don't personally feel lit up and energized by this. Okay? Maybe you're like, creating content, it makes me money, it lands me clients, but it feels really draining. Okay? So again, think about the last month. List out the things that made you money in the business, but felt a little draining for you, okay? And then the final box here, I want you to be really honest. What did you do in the last month that didn't make you any money and drained your energy? It took your energy. It was like, oh my gosh, why did I do this? Maybe it's hanging out with someone that you're like, I kind of said yes to that and I wish I didn't. Or they were picking my brain about something and it was a free coffee catch up and I really wish I didn't do that. What are the things that you're doing right now in your business that take your energy and don't actually add to the bottom line? So I'm hoping that you've got all those things. Again, don't filter yourself, just brain dump. I want you to fill out these 4 key boxes. Now, there's an action that we have to take. So if something gives us more energy and it makes us more money, what are we going to do? We are going to prioritize this. So you're going to prioritize the things that make you money in the business and give you energy in the business. So anytime I'm speaking with a creative, I am always saying, hey, you've got to spend time on the money makers, marketing, sales, those things that drive revenue in your business. You've got to prioritize that. Maybe you get really lit up by building your team. Prioritize it, whatever that looks like for you. The second piece is, well, maybe it gives me energy, but it actually doesn't really make me money. So again, it's the self-care, it's looking after yourself, it's going to Pilates, going for a walk, hanging out with your people, or maybe it's like reading a book, whatever that looks like. You're going to protect this one, okay? So you're going to protect this. Even though it doesn't make you money in a tangible way, it gives you energy, and you can't make more money if you don't have more energy, okay? So we've got to protect that one. It's really, really important. Now we move below the line here. Let's say something makes you money, but it takes your energy. An example, I don't want to edit my reels. I know it makes me money. I know that ultimately I need to because it's part of marketing and marketing makes me money, but it really drains my energy being in CapCut. An example, right? What you're going to do is you are going to delegate this, okay? You're going to delegate this baby. So whatever's on the list here is on your list of things that you need to delegate next because it's important. We're not like getting rid of it. We're just saying, okay, I don't love this part and my goal is that I can delegate all of this. You don't have to delegate it all at once, but just we can start kind of ticking away at this list and go, okay, in the future, I'm going to delegate my video editing because I don't like doing it. I'm going to delegate my podcast editing. I don't like doing it. Whatever that looks like for you, okay? Now, I want to be clear that delegate, you can delegate to a person or you could delegate to AI. You could delegate by automating something. So it could be that you hire a person for this or you outsource part of this, or it could be that you go, I wonder how I could use ChatGPT to make this done for me. I wonder how I could automate part of this. I wonder how I could streamline this. Maybe it's onboarding your clients. You're like, it's so manual every time. I wonder if I could automate part of this. So when I'm thinking about delegating, I'm thinking about delegating to humans and delegating to tools and systems that are going to support you to do it, okay? Delegate, automate, they sit in the same box there. This cute little box down here, the last one, if it takes your money and takes your energy and you're kind of like, why am I doing this? It's a good question to ask. What I want you to do, and this is harsh, but I want you to delete this. It is not adding value to you. It's not adding value to your business. It is not adding value to your life. So we're going to delete it. We're going to give ourselves permission to go, all right, I think I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm not suggesting you delete your family. If your family's draining you and you're like, they don't make me any money, they're draining me, or I've got kids and man, I wish I could do. No, we're not saying that at all. But we need to consider, okay, what are the parts in a business sense that I should be looking at and going, is this adding value? Kind of analyze it and review everything that we're doing. We go, is this adding value? Is this helping my bottom line? Is this giving me energy? If no, you have permission to say, I think I'm going to get rid of that. I think I'm going to stop doing that now. Okay? I'm always reviewing. Okay, should I keep doing this? Is this working? Is this worth me pursuing? Or should I get rid of it? So does it take your money? Does it take your energy? Time to consider deleting it. All right? So this is kind of your map of, all right, this is where I want to be long term. I want to be prioritizing the things that give me energy, that make me money. I want to protect the things that give me energy, even though they don't make me money. Because when I'm looking after myself, if I am good, the business is good. Okay? Really important that we protect the things that give us energy. The things that make us money but maybe drain us, example of the video editing, we're going to delegate that. We're going to automate stuff. We're going to use systems, hire people, whatever that looks like. We're going to delegate that stuff here. And then the stuff that is not actually serving you, we're going to give ourselves permission to stop doing them, to delete those bad boys, okay? I'm hoping this helps you. This is an exercise that I do myself often. I find it's really helpful to prioritize what is important, what I should be focusing on as the CEO, as the leader in the business. And if you want to scale your business, you have to become the master of your time and your energy. It's not just about your calendar and your time. It's also about your energy and your capacity and your headspace. So we need to make sure that we are looking after you, my sweet friend, so that you can look after the business. All right? I hope that this helps you. If you loved this episode, please hit subscribe or follow wherever you're listening. And if you haven't already, head on over to YouTube, hit subscribe. I'd love for you to see my cool little scribbly drawings that I'm doing here. It's a whole heap of fun. I love your work. I'll see you soon.